Hello. I suppose this is kind of like a vlog video. I'm about to go for a walk and I thought I would take you guys along with me. It's really nice weather today and I thought I'd go for a walk because being unemployed at the minute and all that, I haven't been leaving my house very much. My house. It's my parents' house. But I act like it's my house. I don't leave the house that often because I am a homebody. I like being at home, like being inside. All of my hobbies are hobbies that you do inside. You don't need to go outside to do them. But I do like nature, and obviously staying cooped up in the house constantly is probably not very good for you. I like walking down here because usually there's like no one else down here and I don't like people. I don't dislike people, I just prefer to avoid people as much as possible, you know? I want to sit at my desk to play games, but there's a little madam sitting here at the minute. Is that your chair? Am I not allowed to sit in that chair? Excuse me, madam. This is her chair now. Isn't it? Isn't it? Oh! Excuse you! She genuinely doesn't want me sitting at this chair. Yeah. Excuse you. Don't mind my cable management. I know that my cable management is not good. Hello? Can I have my... Oh, big yawn. Can I have my chair back, please? Mitsy. Mitsy. Chair. Give me my chair back. Oi! That's mean. She's horrible to me. Mitsy. Anyway, I've had my dinner. Yeah, it's evening now. I've had my dinner and I want to sit down and play games now, but Mitsy is in my chair and she won't get off. She likes my chair. She's either sleeping on my bed or she's sleeping on my chair. It's always one or the other. Excuse me, madam. I would like my chair, please. Ah, there we go. I need to just get the cat hairs off. It's now the next day. Morning time, and I'm sitting on my bed with Mitsy wearing my Cardcaptor Sakura t-shirt, if you know this anime. Yeah, and Mitsy's sitting next to me. Hello. Oh, what a cutie. So, the weather today is fairly grey. It's not as nice as yesterday. So I won't be going outside. Not that I was planning to anyway. Today I think is just going to be a chill day where I just lounge around and play video games. Like most days. But first, I'm going to make some tea because I'm British and therefore if I don't drink tea, well, I hate to think what would happen to me if I don't drink some tea. So I was just playing Animal Crossing on my DS. Yes, I still play on my DS in 2025. DS Lite. It just makes me nostalgic, you know? And just because things aren't new doesn't mean they're not good anymore. This is basically how 90% of my days go since I quit my job. And I get to live life slowly at the minute. And it's just chill and nice and pleasant, you know? These past 2 months has honestly felt like this is how life should be, really. And I know that it's definitely the happiest that I've felt in a while. And like I've been saying in my videos, society will kind of try to tell you that you need to live your life a certain way. But I'm done with it. I basically spent my whole life so far listening to what my head was saying, what my brain was telling me. Because that's what I'd been brought up and told to do by people around me and at school in particular. They tell you to think logically and, make all your decisions with your brain. And I mean, obviously you need to use logical thinking a lot throughout life, but when I quit my job, I decided to listen to my gut for the first time. And that's what I've been doing in the 2 months since then. I want to follow what my gut is telling me for once instead of what my brain's telling me. Because my brain was telling me, it was being all logical, it was like, don't quit your job because you don't have another job lined up. If you're unemployed, that's not good. But my gut was telling me just quit because it's not worth being unhappy. So I ended up quitting. And I don't regret it at all. This is the happiest I've been throughout my 20s, I think, to be honest. For the first time in my adult life so far, it feels like life isn't just passing me by. It feels like everything's slowed down and that I'm actually living my life. Because that's the thing with jobs, is they rob you of your time, and time is precious. We're only here, as far as we know, we're only here once. We only live one life. So I think it's important to make the most of it. We only have so much time, and and we don't know how much time we have. And yet we give so much of this precious limited time we have to companies, corporations, doing labour for them so that the heads of these companies and corporations are able to achieve or maintain their dreams when we could be pursuing our own. And I just don't think that that makes any sense. But anyway, I think I'm going to sit at my desk and play some more Dragon Quest XI now, because that is the game that I am currently in the middle of playing through. And so far I'm enjoying it a lot. It's very good. I don't know where it ranks, like, amongst all of the JRPG games I've played so far. Not that I've played, like, a huge amount. I've played... How many have I played? I don't know. I've played a few, but not as many as some people on YouTube that play JRPGs, because some people I'm like, you've played basically all of them, how? But anyway, you know, I've had a few people ask me actually what my favourite bands are, because I mentioned a couple times, I think maybe, that I'm into rock music. I'm not like a metalhead. I do like some metal, but I'm not like a metalhead. At least I don't consider myself to be one. But I like Bring Me the Horizon a lot. And an Australian metal band called North Lane, if you've heard of them, they're really good. Their album Obsidian, top to bottom, peak. Yeah, so this album, Obsidian, it's really good. And my favourite band, my like top favourite band, I have worn some of their merch in some of my videos. But no one's like picked up on which band it is, or at least they haven't said so in the comments, so shame on you guys. They're this Japanese rock band called One OK Rock, or 1 o'clock is like their actual Japanese name. It's written as One OK Rock, but that's because the Japanese like pronunciation of how to pronounce 1 o'clock is Wanok Dok, which is why they write it One OK Rock. Does that make sense? It does to me, but yes, they are my favourite band. I'm quite obsessed with them. And they are the reason I got into rock music, because I liked the odd rock song here and there, okay? But I wasn't into rock music, if that makes sense. But I love One OK Rock. So this is the oldest album of theirs I have. This came out on my birthday. Not like the day I was born, but the 6th of March is my birthday, and this came out on the 6th of March 2013. So that's fate, if you ask me. My favourite albums of theirs are Detox, Luxury Disease. Those are like the top two. I couldn't tell you which of those two I prefer, but yeah, they're my top two. And then 35, in particular the deluxe edition in this case, and Jinsei Boku. Those are my personal favourite albums of theirs. I'm just here like going through my, like, nobody asked for me to go into this much detail, but I'm giving it to you anyway, whether you like it or not. I will tell people about One OK Rock, because that is like why I'm here. That's why this album came out on my birthday, okay? This is why. It's because I was meant to promote them, like, free of charge. And my top favourite songs of theirs are Save Yourself, Dystopia, which is from Detox. That might literally be my top #1 favourite song of theirs. I also really love Clock Strikes and Stand Out Fit In. The message of the song Stand Out Fit In is beautiful. basically all of my like ideologies and mindsets very much align with the lyrics of one OK Rock's songs, which is one reason I love them so much. We Are is a majestic song. It's amazing. In fact, okay, what made me a fan of One OK Rock, like a proper fan, is when I watched their live performances. They have videos, like professional videos of their Japanese concerts on YouTube. Not like the whole thing, but certain performances from these concerts. And I watched the live performance for We Are from their 2018 Japan Dome tour in the Tokyo Dome on YouTube, and I ascended. Okay, it was like another otherworldly experience, pretty much. It was amazing. Taka, the lead vocalist and frontman, what? His voice? I can't believe how good he sounds live. Also, I've seen them twice live in London, and Taka genuinely sounds that good live. And I can't, like, my brain can't compute it, you know? Because I'm really into music, okay? And I do listen to I have heard my fair share of like live performances. I have been to a fair few concerts, okay? But One OK Rock, they're something else live. They are, I'm not gonna hype them up too much and act like they're the best live performances the friggin' world has ever seen or something, but because there's a lot of bands and musicians that I have never seen live, and some that I know are probably very good, but I potentially just don't have a personal interest in seeing live. But One OK Rock are up there, okay? They are amazing. And I've got tickets to see their concert in the O2 this year in London. And I'm going with a friend of mine. So basically I've seen them each year since 2023. Is it 2023? Yeah. Since 2023. I saw them in 2023, then in 2022, and now I'm going to see them again in 2025. Did I just say I saw them in 2023 and 2022? I meant I saw them in 2023, 2024, and 2020, and I'm going to see them in 2025. I don't know if you've noticed, but I get like really excited if I talk about something I'm passionate about, and it's a little bit, I don't want to overwhelm people. But yeah, this band, they mean a lot to me. Moving on from that band though, because I can't just sit here and talk about One OK Rock for the rest of my life, okay? So I also saw a question about what my favourite Taylor Swift songs are, because on the video where I wore my Taylor Swift Eras Tour t-shirt, because yes, I went to the Eras Tour. I mean, what did you expect? I am the demographic. I am a white woman in her 20s. Like, I am literally Taylor's demographic. But yeah, my favourite Taylor Swift songs, I have a lot of songs of hers that I really love. My top number one favourite Taylor Swift song though is probably Style. I love Style so much. I have vivid memories. Okay, this is my copy of 1989 that I got in 2014 when it came out. And I have vivid memories of my dad driving me and him to the supermarket. We didn't go there to get this, but they had a media section. This is back when supermarkets still had media sections in 2014. They basically don't exist anymore. I don't know if this supermarket still has one though, because they they had like almost like a separate store sort of that was literally the media section for this supermarket, if that makes sense. Leclerc, if any of you happen to be French or have been to France and been to a Leclerc, they have this thing called the Espace Culturel, or they used to. I don't know, it's been 6 years since I last went there, so I don't know. But I went in there and I saw this, and I knew that Blank Space was on this album, and I'd heard Blank Space on the radio quite a few times and I really liked it. So I figured I'll just buy the whole album, because why not? This is back when I miss the times when we didn't really use streaming services to listen to music. We would literally just have to buy a CD, or, well, you didn't necessarily have to, because I think a lot of people were using iTunes. I also used iTunes at the time, but it was back when a lot of people were still basically experiencing an album for the first time through the CD, and discovering like all the songs on it through the CD rather than just going on Spotify or whatever and finding which are the most played songs from the new album and just listening to them or whatever. So I remember on the drive home, I put this on in the car, and I remember listening to Welcome to New York and thinking, this is cool, yeah, nice, I like this song. And then Blank Space, and I was like, yeah, I know, I really like this song, this is why I bought the album. And then Style started. Literally just the guitar at the beginning instantly had me. That I was like, yeah, I'm obsessed. And the whole song is amazing. So that is my favourite Taylor Swift song, I would say. And yeah, this is the copy that I had got in 2014. But I also bought 2 copies of 1989 Taylor's version, the re-recording, because I'm insane like that. That's my number 1 favourite Taylor Swift song, but I also love Blank Space, and I love All Too Well 10-minute version specifically. I feel like all Swifties love that song. I love Fortnight. In fact, her whole latest album is one of my favourite albums of hers. I know that the Tortured Poets Department is kind of like... I feel like people who are like very casual listeners of Taylor Swift don't like it, and then people that are like really into her music tend to like that album quite a lot. That's just the impression I get. But I love that album. It's one of her most vulnerable and like raw and honest works, and I think it's beautiful. So yeah, that whole album pretty much. But I love the Manuscript, the Albatross. Honestly, there's too many to list because Taylor has so many songs. And then if we throw it back to like the Taylor Swift songs that I remember listening to a lot when I was like in my early teens, there's Love Story. I used to love that song so much. I still really like it. Anyway, I'm supposed to be playing Dragon Quest XI, but I've been sitting here talking about music. Go me. Listen, I get off track a lot, okay? This is like, I cut this sort of thing out of my videos usually, but I get off track a lot. I'll be talking about something and then I get distracted and it's like, it's all over the place. Anyway, I'm going to play Dragon Quest XI now.